Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Friday. And so today for our card, we are going to make a card that I actually made at our January stamp class. And so in our January stamp class, we made 3 cards. We made a Valentine, a birthday card, and a thank you card. So those were the 3 cards that we made. And so I had an extra kit left over. So I'm gonna just show you that card and I'm gonna make it with you today. So let's get started. Okay, so all that being said, let me move that back. How's that? Okay, so here I'm just going to show you the finished card. Here it is. And I did use Friends for Life dies. Okay, so this and these are cut out for Friends for Life dies. And when you cut this out, I did actually cut this out of new designer series paper that's called Timeless Plaid. It's a 6x6 pack that's in the January to April mini catalog. And then on the inside, it actually cuts out an extra edge. And so when that fell away, I thought, too cute to waste. So I went ahead and I glued that on the inside. So I'm going to show you, and don't you just love this? It's open, it's the gold version of what we used to have silver, but this is the gold version of the open weave trim. Okay, so it comes in this big roll, and I just absolutely love it. It's almost like the focal point of the card, actually. I just think it's gorgeous. So yeah, this is also from the Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper. So let's get started today making this card. You're gonna need a half a sheet of basic beige, and just gonna fold that in half. Okay. And then I used a 4 by 5 1/4. Let me just get this out of the envelope. So this is all of the product that we used. Okay, so we used this is a little bit small. Oh no, hang on a second. That's for the inside of the card. This piece. So this is Lost Lagoon, and you're gonna ask me the size. So hang on a second, I'll tell you the size. The size of this is actually 3 1/4 by 4. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna glue that down. Okay, so you're gonna put that on this side of the card. Okay, and then we have a piece of Calypso Coral. And this is going to layer nicely. So then this would be, when you measure this, it would be 3 by 3 7/8. Not 3, that has to be a little bigger. Yeah, 3 1/8, because I don't want a big border. So I measured it 3 1/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and attach that next. And then I had a piece of basic beige, and I cut it out and then ran it through the So Swirly embossing folder. So this is a 6 by 9 embossing folder that is, I believe this is in the annual catalog. And if you'll notice, this isn't a 3D folder, it's the thinner one. So what I like to do is put when you take it through your cut and emboss, what actually use the platform, which is 1, and then you use a 3 and a 3. And that helps me to remember that this is not a 3D folder. This is actually a thin folder. So let's measure this up so I can tell you the size. This is about 2 and, ooh, it's really close. This one's 2 and 3 3/4 by, it's measuring 2 and, boy, it's really thin, but that's right. 2 7/8. That's what this one was. So how can that be? Oh, 3 1/4. Yes, 2 7/8. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and glue this one down also. And I don't think there's a right or a wrong side for this swirly embossing folder. So you can use either side that you like. All right, now for the little piece that goes right here. Okay, so this is cut out of those Timeless Plaid embossing Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper. And this one measures 2 by 4. 2 by 4. So you can use either side. I actually like this side better. But there's so many choices in this paper pack. So let's glue that down. And then I did cut out my heart from Friends for Life. And I'm not going to pop this up. I'm actually going to just glue this straight down. I'm going to use some liquid glue. And the reason is because this is textured. And so I'm going to use some liquid glue. And because it works really well on textured embossing folders. And I'm going to give it just a little of a cockeye, okay, like that. And you just want to hold it for a few seconds. And then there are some little dies in there, Friends for Life also. So I cut this out of some gold foil. And I'm just going to pop these up with a couple dimensionals. So I have some old dimensionals here that I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm going to put a couple on here. Okay, so I'm just going to pop those 2 up. And place them wherever you want. But I'm going to put mine like kind of the way I had it designed, which is like right there and right here. Okay. And then I cut a little piece of basic beige cardstock. And this is, I made it this way for the kit. So I cut these 7/8 by about 2.5. And then I used my punch. And I'll show you the punch I used. I used the Happy Labels Pick-a-Punch. Okay. So then I punched these out to make them like little tags. Okay. Now, when you get them this short, you can't get it in there all the way. So you're going to need to put a little Post-it note on the end and use that as your like hold the part that you hold onto so that you can put it all the way in and see it come through, and then you can punch it. Okay. So just mentioning that when they're really short like that, they don't really fit that well in there. You won't be able to get it in there now. Okay, now I'm going to use Happy Valentine's Day from Hugs for Love. This stamp set is a photopolymer set that is in the mini catalog. It is a 13 stamp set, and it is 164559. And this Happy Valentine's Day is so one of my favorites because I don't have a lot of Happy Valentine Day stamps that are current, right? So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this on here. Pardon my head if it's in the way. And then I'm going to use my blending brush, and I'm just going to blend a little color on the ends. This already had some ink on it from my class, so I knew I didn't need to go to the pad. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of color, and we're done stamping. And I'm going to pop this up also. Again, I'm going to use these little old dimensionals. Use them up. I just cut the edges. Ooh, that stuck to my glass. Luckily, it's glass. It came right up. Okay, so just take these backs off. And I'm just going to stick that right down here at the bottom. Okay. Now I do need a bow, so I am going to tie a bow with my gorgeous trim. And when I had class, a lot of people were telling me how they tie their bows. One girl was telling me that she does rabbit ears. I do not do rabbit ears. I just do it this way. I am going to have a little waist, I think, on this, but that's okay. Okay, so this trim is so gorgeous. And look how fine it is. It's just so soft. You don't want it huge, right? I just want it like about that size. All right, so I'm just going to trim this off. I'm going to make my little fold it in half and trim it, and then you get that, I don't know if you can tell, but you get that little, do you like my side effects? So silly. So fold it in half, and then you get that. Cutest little bow ever. So cute. Okay, now I'm going to add a couple dimensionals. And I think maybe I only need one because this is so lightweight. I think I only need one. Then you can kind of play with it, make it lay how you want it to. It likes to curl up, so you know what? I need to take this bracelet off. Clink, clink, clink. All right, now, looking good. And you know what? It'll squish down if you mail it, but it's okay. I think it'll pop right up. Okay, so for the inside of the card, I am going to add some layering. First thing I'm going to do is add some, and this is 5 by 3 3/4 of Lost Lagoon. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my card. Okay. And then I have a piece that's going to layer on top, and this is, again, basic beige. But before I do, I'm going to glue it, put some glue on this extra little heart. Okay, so I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to use some of our green glue. Just going to add little tiny bits. Not a lot of glue, just a little. Okay, you don't want it to squeeze out when you put it onto your card. But the silicone mat is perfect for, you know, if you do get glue on the mat, it's fine. It just, after it dries, it just peels off. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. Or should I put it in the middle? Ooh, that'd be kind of cute. I'm going to put it in the middle. The reason is because you can write inside of that little heart. You can write just right inside of it. Okay, and then add this to my card. And then we'll be done. So this was a cute little Valentine that I thought I really liked the colors that were not, you know, pink, red, but more of a coral color. And it's, you know, be appropriate for anybody. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. My name's Trevis Bossler. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri. So if you're watching my videos, please comment and subscribe. I would love that. And if you don't have a demonstrator, why, you can find me, trevisbossler.stampinup.net, and you can place an order with me. I would love that. Thanks for watching today. Have a great weekend. Bye.